Hi everybody, I'm Kelly. Welcome to my channel. Today I will be doing an everyday makeup tutorial for deeper skin tones. So I have already moisturized and primed my skin. For primer, I use the Maybelline Master Prime. This is pretty good. I've been using this for quite a while and I like it. So for foundation, this is a new one for me, guys. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Filter. This foundation, you guys, this foundation is really fucking good. I'm not even gonna lie. I was telling my best friend, I was raving to her like, oh my god, sister, you have to go and pick this up. And just another little tidbit about this, a little bit goes a long way. So it's super cute. I like the packaging. It comes with a sponge and the product comes out of the hole, and what you have to do is twist the bottom. Now I don't like it because then you kind of have to shake it a little bit or even press it for it to come out, but the product itself, this foundation is super duper good and it's really full coverage. So I'm not sure if it's, you know, medium to full or if it's supposed to be medium, but I feel like it's super full and I love it. So I'm gonna go in, and how I use this is I just kind of dot it. I tried to use it and I tried to blend with the sponge on top, but it doesn't really work too well, so I just resorted to kind of dotting it around my skin. And like I said, a little bit goes a long way, and it turns out to be pretty full coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that in with my flat top kabuki, and this brush is by Lamora. I get these flat top kabukis off of Amazon and they're super good. I like them a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in. And unfortunately, I feel like the camera just doesn't do it that much justice, but this is really pretty. So I'm just gonna blend her in. And I'm gonna actually put just a little bit more. I'm gonna put it on my neck, guys, because you know, like, you know, you gotta cover stuff up. So what you do to your face, you must do to that neck. So I'm gonna continue to blend. I'm gonna come down my neck. So after I blend, of course, you know the deal. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal and get it motherfucking popping, okay? Okay, so she is, you know, pretty blended. We just gonna say that. So for concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Tarte Shape Tape, and this color is Tan Sand. It's pretty light, I agree, but I love it. I love that effect. So I'm gonna just dot that around the high places, and I'm also gonna use their Shape Tape in Mahogany. I originally got this to contour with, but when it got here, I noticed that it was super cool, way too cool to contour with, at least for me. So yeah, I just been kind of blending it with my concealer underneath the eye and in the high places, and you know, it gives me a little bit more of a natural finish. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend this out, and the same for the other side. And I just love, can I just say I love concealer brushes for your concealer, you know? Everyone is on the Beauty Blender bandwagon, but you know, why not use a concealer, motherfuckers? Like, that brush that doesn't get used, you know, that one brush of yours that you like never use, yeah, that one. let's try and use that. Let's try and utilize that, people. You know, I really like it. Really, really like concealer brushes. They've become a thing of mine. Before, I was like all about using kabuki brushes for everything, like Miss Kabuki over here. But I just love these brushes, concealer brushes now. I think they're great. Really, really great. And I'm gonna go around the lip. And unfortunately, you know, I have one of those lips that gets dark around it a little bit, so that's one place that I like to conceal too, guys. If you have a problem with that, definitely cover that up a bit. Why the hell not? And I'm just still blending that out, the concealer. I'm pressing it into the skin, and it just gives an amazing finish. I love it. And I'm just gonna go down the nose, the normal routine, and then come down the nose, press this into my skin some more. Blending is your friend, you know, because sometimes we just don't have the time to, you know, sit and truly blend. Sometimes we have to get to work, sometimes we have to get to school. But if you have time, I recommend just, you know, sitting and blending it out. So, yeah. And of course, I'm going to blend this in some more. Now I'm going to go ahead and contour. And I'm using the Fenty Matchstick, and this color is Espresso. The Fenty Beauty, I love, 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 love this product. It goes on really, really well. I love it. And so I also, you know, contour my nose, but since the matchstick is pretty big, what I do is I go ahead and take some on my little brush, and I just come down my nose, and I start in the inner socket, guys, of where my eyes are. Some people don't contour their nose because they feel like it might be too much. They're scared, they're newbies at it, novices, whatever. I say start at that inner corner, that socket of your eye, and just bring it down your nose. And there's no way that, you know, it can look artificial. Maybe if you put too much product, but I assure you, just come down that nose, out of that socket, down the side of your nose, and it falls naturally into place. Your contour, it should fall into place. So there we go. And that's all I do for contouring for that. So now I'm gonna take my e.l.f. contouring brush, and it's just a flat brush. Okay, and I'm just gonna go up and out with my contour. And that's pretty much what I do. And it's starting to blend out. I'm gonna do the same on this side, up and out. And with my nose, I just dig into that socket, the side there. And I just go up and down, and it kind of blends itself out just like that for my nose. The rest of my face, I have to try a little harder, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to blend with this e.l.f. contouring brush. And I just love this brush because it's like the perfect shape for contouring, you know? So blend. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a rounded kabuki brush and I'm going to finish blending out my contour. And this just helps blend it out even further than that e.l.f. contouring brush does. So I'm going to just go around the perimeter. And just blend that in. And just bronze her up, please. Like, just bronze that up, contour it up. Okay. You see? Bronze that up. Now I'm going to go ahead and set that concealer that I placed on my high places. And I'm going to go ahead and set my concealer with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Love this stuff. I've been using it for years. I think, you know, it just goes well with my skin tone. Even though it's yellow and my skin tone is deep, I just think it complements it. Whether you want to go heavy with the setting powder or you just want a natural finish, I think this powder is amazing. I will stand by it and it's just awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and place that there in those high spots along my nose, around my mouth. Okay, now I'm also gonna go ahead and set my contour. So I'm gonna cut my contour. I take a little bit of that on the side of that brush and I just go down. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the other side. And just to cut that up. All right, now while she bakes, I'm gonna go ahead and start in on my brows. So I usually just take a spoolie and I comb it out. And get that going. Now I'm going to use for my brows, I use the Benefit Ka-Brow in number 5. I love this stuff, guys. I have been using this, you know, for, I would say close to a year. Before that, I was using the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I just love this stuff. I think it's perfect, you know, for those people who really have to create a brow, and it's long lasting. It's just not like movable and, you know, smudgeable, and I just love it. I think it's great. So I'm gonna go ahead and start here and make the shape of my brow. And you can use any angled brush that you want, obviously. And I just like to connect the top with the bottom. And then I fill in. And then here I just kind of take my brush and move upward with my brush. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. And I know for some people, it's hard for your brows to match. Like, it's hard. We try and go above and beyond and make those brows match, but sometimes they're just gonna end up looking like cousins and not sisters, so it'll be all right. And since it's just a everyday routine, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna do crazy cleanup activity with the brows today. I'm not gonna do it, but just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little brush, take a little of that concealer in Mahogany, and I'm just gonna clean up the brow just a smidge. Just because I want to be fancy today. And it's just an everyday look. I would do things a little differently if, this was for an event or an outing or date night. But, it's okay. And there you have it. So now I'm just going to take my spoolie and go through my brow and kind of blend the product with my brow hairs. Very, very important. You don't want your brows looking too heavy. Okay. Of course, unless you're going for that kind of look. So now I'm going to go ahead and take off my bake, man. It's time. So what I use to take off my Sasha is the Black Radiance Pressed Powder, and this is in Cafe. And I love to use a powder with my brush to take it off, because I feel like it brings more of a natural color back into the face, and you're not just moving this bake around your face and it's not going anywhere. So I like to use a pressed powder, and I'm going to go ahead and start and take that off. And I'm going to go around the mouth. Forehead, blend all that in and take it off at the same time. This gives a great finish. Now for blush, I'm going to go ahead and use the Black Radiance in Raspberry. And I just love this because, you know what? It packs a punch right away. And a lot of the times, certain brands will put out blushes that just doesn't cater to my skin tone. I can't wear those things. And so I have to use blush that packs a punch right away. I don't want 7 layers of some like light pink blush that does nothing for me. It makes me look ashier. So I like blushes that really show up on my face, and this is one of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit my face up with some nice raspberry toned blush from Black Radiance. I love this stuff. Now that I'm all blushed out, I'm going to go ahead and take some mascara, and this is Maybelline the Falsies Volume Express. I'm going to go ahead and hit up my lashes. And I like to put on fake lashes a lot, and I will be using them today as well. And I like to put on mascara before I put my falsies on. It's just me, my preference. I feel like when I add mascara to my fake lashes, they just weigh them down. I feel like they look even more unnatural for some reason. Unless they're just not blending in properly with my lashes for some reason. Then I'll add some mascara to them after they're on. But otherwise, I like to do it, you know, beforehand. And I feel like it also gives my fake lashes a nice anchor. Like, you know, the fact that I'm already wearing mascara. Okay, so now I am going ahead and put on my false lashes off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, so for lips, I went ahead and lined my lip with a brown lip liner. It's brown, but it has like berry undertones with it. And then I put it in the center. This is the Milani lipstick and Cabaret Blend. So that's what I have on my lips. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just give myself a tiny touch of a highlight. And for highlight, I'm using Physicians Formula, and these are the Glow Pearls, and this is in Beige Pearl. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit on my ring finger and just put that on my nose. And it has a really nice glow to it. I love these Glow Pearls. So just a little on my nose, and then I put a little over my eyebrow. Same thing over here, just to give it a little bit of a glow. Okay, now I'm gonna head and use this Morphe setting spray, and this is a continuous setting mist. I love this stuff. It's so freaking cool too. Like it's like no other setting spray that I've used. Go ahead. And it's just a mist, and it smells so good. Okay, you guys. So this is the final look. Right here. And it's fall time, you know, we're going into winter and everything, so that's why I chose to do this bolder look. But this is it right here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and come back next time.